The late Steve Irwin spent his life teaching us about wildlife conservation, and now his wife and daughter are picking up where he left off. Please welcome Terri and Bindi Irwin.
I don't have an animal this time, so now I can just dance.
Right, you didn't want to lose the animal last time. So
exactly.
Right, well, now I don't want you to ever have an animal in your hand when you come out. That's a lot of energy.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. Well, how are things? It's good to see you again. How are things at the zoo?
Things are just going wild at the zoo. We're doing an expansion program right now. We got another 500 acres, so we're now designing our accommodation. You'll get to spend the night in Africa, and we're finishing off Southeast Asia and the Americas, so it's going to be this huge experience. 1,000 acres of zoo and 500 acres on top of that just for conservation property.
What an amazing experience to be able to, it's like going on safari and staying there, and you'll hear all the animals at night and stuff like that. When is that going to start?
About 2 or 3 years, we'll have everything open, and it's just going to be fantastic. And really, it was Steve's dream, and yet we always marveled at Steve would say, don't tell me about the accommodation, that's going to be Bindi's problem. And so, you know, Bindi's going to grow up and run it. Yeah. I'm going to drink Mai Tais by the pool.
Yeah. And there's Steve with the little baby elephant. That's so fantastic. Do you live there now? Do you live on the property now?
We do. We live at the zoo, and I'd go out and hang clothes on the line. And when Robert, Bindi's little brother, was really tiny, he was kind of intimidated because you can hear the tigers roaring. And they don't go roar, they go, oh. And so he goes, yikes, the tigers are roaring. And I'd say, no, they're saying, Robert. And then he went, oh, and was cool with them. He wasn't scared anymore.
Oh, as long as they would say his name, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fine with it then.
I guess that makes sense. And you're horseback riding.
Yes, I am. It's so much fun. I remember the first time my teacher, Miss Emma, I stole her off of preschool. And now I do homeschool with her, but she knew I loved horses and ponies. I have a craving for them. I love them so much. They're great. You know how people have a craving for food?
Right.
I have a craving for horses and ponies.
I understand. Yeah, Portia has that same craving. People who love horses love horses. Do you ride Western or
I ride English.
You do ride English?
Yes, and it's so much fun. I go there every Sunday that I'm in Australia, but now everything has to do with horse riding. So when we go to the beach, got to go horse riding. When we go anywhere we go, it's horse riding, horse riding.
We were in Thailand and had a little trouble, so Bindi went elephant riding.
Yes,
that was the closest
that was the closest I could find.
They're not as good at jumping the fences as the horses.
No, not really.
No.
It kind of just crashes and burns.
Right.
You know, the pickets just kind of fall over.
And is that what you want to do? Do you want to jump?
I do want to learn how to jump, but right now my teacher, her name's Atalanta, still got to keep working up to that.
Sure. Well, that's great.
It's a lot of fun. Bindi's been riding camels in the deserts and all sorts of animals, so for her, it's funny that horseback riding is so novel. That's been different and new and exciting.
Yeah, that's different than, and you're always on elephants and camels and all kinds of things.
Yes, exactly. So, but I love riding anything that I can ride. It's all good.
Again, you're 33. How old are you again? All right, so tell us about, it's Aussie Week, right? Tell us about that.
It's true. It's all about Australia this week. We're with G'day USA and inviting everyone to come to Australia. It's a showcase all week long of everything Australian, the wine, the food, the entertainment, the culture. And of course, I'm here to talk about the wildlife. And the wildlife in Australia is the most unique in the entire world. Everything's got a pouch. We've got crocodiles, the biggest reptile on the face of the earth, the 11 most venomous snakes in the world. It's a fantastic country. So everybody's coming down under to experience what they love most. And for me, of course, it's all about Australia Zoo, giving people the opportunity to hug a koala and feed a kangaroo and do the things that you really want to do with wildlife.
I'm dying to go. I've still not been, and I want to go, and if I go, I would love to, you know, hook up with y'all and you show me some stuff.
Throw you in with everything.
I would love that. I would love that. All right, well...